Well,
Put it away.
clearly that wasn't supposed to happen.
I don't. I'm. I'm.
Uh,
I'm.
I. Where are we? Is this the other world?
This
FeyWild.
is this is FeyWild.
Oh. 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 Ooh. Dingleberries. I can't take back. I can't. Oh.
No.
Ah, you really can't.
I am so sorry. Shadow thing, and you see Colin climbing off the table and standing between Garnet and Boon. This this.
Not good.
Mm-hmm. How did I get here? I have. So, you see his eyes flicker, and you see his wings droop as he looks up in the sky. Hey, where's the sun?
I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the Grill Bears Survival Cookbook, and just kind of look at the entity, and I'm gonna put the cookbook on the table.
The entity looks at the cookbook, looks back at you,
Grill bears.
looks at this angel figure. Maw
This
is
is all I
just.
have. This is for you. And I
You
just
see
step back.
4 more pairs of claws appear on the table as whatever it is leans forward, and you see whatever its head is absolutely covered in rags and making this oblong shape.
Well, that's really cool.
Actually, could you find me something?
It depends on what.
My head.
Your
I'm
head.
gonna think for
My
a moment.
head. And you see it pull back its rags, and there's no head. In fact, there's no body. Just 2
So no
pairs
head?
of orbs, glowing orbs. There's no head.
Where might we find it?
It thinks for a moment, the spider-like talons clicking against the wood of the table. It's something that can be grown. It grows
Something that can be
on a
grown.
hollow's E and bears a starking color to this one's eyes. And you see
Pumpkin!
one claw point and gently tap Garnet in the forehead. Pumpkin. Yes. Pumpkin.
We can do that.
All
What,
of the talons retract back into the shadows.
For what, though?
What do you need?
Well, what would be the hardest on this list? Do you know what gratitude is? Besides the feeling, I guess?
Do you know what gratitude is?
The entity's neck creaks as it lowers up and down in a jerky nod. Anything else?
How about a bleeding stone or fine mere quartz?
That can be arranged depending on the size of the pumpkin.
Well, looks like you're going to be carrying a pretty big pumpkin, Ma.
Maw looks over at you and grunts. Colin, raises his hand. Where do we find pumpkins here?
Are you asking
The
me?
entity.
Okay.
The entity gives no answer, and Colin looks to all of you.
We're gonna have to find it, not in the FeyWilds. Excuse me. And I look back at the
Not in
entity.
the Feywild.
How might we contact you once we have a pumpkin?
You hear its neck creaking as it lowers very low to your level. You may call me the Spindled.
All right.
A pleasure to meet you.
It nods. Return soon.
As soon as I am able.
It nods again. And you see the eyes blink out. Colin turns to look at all of you.
So,
Hi.
Colin, let's
Why did you come out of my jar?
clearly because we're in the
Hi.
Feywilds.
I guess I'm gonna be honest. I'll be very frank and very upfront with you. This doesn't look like my Feywild. My Feywild is green. And the grass is it's not so tall.
Where are you
Also-
from, Colin?
Earth.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
It's a I'm on a different planet. Fast. Okay. This is not good. Shit. Oh, I swore. Bollocks.
You know what? If it makes you feel any better, if there was a time where you could maybe let out a swear or two, it might be now.
He doesn't have to swear if he doesn't want to.
I've been in. I. That thing knows my name. Oh.
Yeah, but we're gonna get a pumpkin for it. We know its
Amaterasu,
name.
please bless me. Oh. There's no sun. Okay, so can you send me back, please?
No.
He looks down
I'm
at
gonna-
you, Boon.
I don't know.
Let me
See his wings sagging.
let me break down something for you, which may or may not happen in your version of the Feywilds. When you do something here that requires a little bit of magic, there's a chance that it can go insanely wrong, and this went insanely wrong.
Colin is going to roll. Colin's going to roll nature at disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Wow, that's impressive.
Impressively bad or impressively good?
Impressively good. He thinks for a moment. Okay, so this is wild nature magic, nature untamed. Okay, So there's no sun, and magic goes haywire.
Here, at least, yeah.
I forgot that part.
Well, I mean that's a little bit normal for Feywild. I didn't realize there were multiple Feywilds. I guess that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess if I'm here, there has to be a reason. Because, here's the thing. Feywilds are still nature-based. At least, unless this is some sort of, like, Feywild negative world? It's purple, so it's possible, but... Correct me if I'm wrong, but things happen because you need them to happen, right?
I wanted to pour a can of honey into a can, and you came out.
I'm also not gonna lie. A lot of my spells and just go bad because they go bad and do random things. Now, I'm not an expert on the FeyWilds. It could totally be that, if you need something, it might pop out. But I can tell you the magic of this world doesn't really work like that.
Uh-huh. Okay. Fascinating.
Why don't we ask Jim?
Who?
Gin.
Is it not Jim?
It's gin, like the drink.
Oh my god, I've been saying Jim this whole time.
You're an asshole.
That tracks for Hadriel.
Who's Jin?
I'm gonna hold up Shale. This is technically Shale. He's supposed to be a bird, and he keeps forgetting. So I'm kind of just letting him take a nap.
Shale looks at this entity. Holy shit, that's an Asimar. And Colin looks at him. Asimar? I'm an angel born. Same difference.
Huh?
Colin looks a little
Hold
dejected by that.
Can I try something? I don't know what language they speak, but can I try saying, like, do you understand this in Celestial?
Okay, sure. Colin responds with, yes. Very fluent. Very fluently.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, that's awesome.
Speak common, please.
Sorry. Wait, you call it common?
Tiny goblin. Can't speak whatever you just spoke.
It's celestial. It's called the song language.
Yeah, language of the gods,
I can't speak that.
Oh.
I can speak goblin. I can talk to plants. And I think I can speak whatever tieflings speak.
You're good, Boon. I was just seeing if.
Yeah, tiefling. Horns usually don't have skin like humans, kind of spiky in some places. Tails.
Sometimes wings.
Yeah.
Even devils. Fiends.
That seems kind of harsh.
No, those are different.
Oh, this is weird. And Garnet looks between all of you. Hey, guys?
Yeah?
Yes?
Where'd the forest go?
He does that.
It's not here anymore.
Oh, what do you... Maybe if I help you find what you're looking for, I can get out of here.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay,
Whatever gets
cool.
us out of here faster.
Yeah. We also need
Awesome.
to get a pumpkin, but we'll have to ask Blondie about that, and I might be able to grow it with my magic. I just have to learn a spell.
I have a feeling we might be able to run into some pumpkins here. But
Pumpkins.
while
I'm gonna go look for it. And you see him spread
No,
his
no,
wing.
don't go anywhere.
Huh?
You are not.
Don't wander off.
You are not going to find us again if you wander off.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
Maybe we give her my name. Hi, my name is Boon.
Hello, Boon. My name's Colin Avrio.
I'm Boon de Pine.
Boon de French. So Boon of
French?
Yeah.
What's
de
French?
Pine. It's huh. He seems at a loss.
I think we might have, crossed enough information here to realize that our worlds are similar but different.
Okay, so what does je et pas du bois? And you recognize what he's saying, Hadriel.
I do?
Yes.
What is it?
He essentially said, so what is the equivalent to French?
Is that Elvish?
Yes.
You're talking the language of the elves there, bud.
This is Elvish? Elvish sounds more... I guess they have similar roots. That's so weird. This is so weird. No one's gonna believe me at the school.
Well, tell you what, while I got you here, do you know what any of these are? And I'm going to show him the notes.
What notes? Oh, you mean the list?
Yeah, if he recognizes any of the materials.
He blinks. I know what fruit is, and I know what the word gratitude... I know what these words mean individually.
Yeah, that's what I was...
Mirror quartz just sounds as it is. We kind of have that. It's like it's a magical component in like disguise spells and I just learned this. I think you can use it to turn invisible. Yeah.
All right,
Rainbow camellia. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, I know. I know camellias are flowers that don't have scent, so...
Okay, really quick, while he's going on about the stuff, I'm gonna motion everyone to follow and kind of just start like moving him along so we're walking.
Okay, Garnet starts gently moving him, and he follows. He's like, how come I've never seen... I mean, I've seen rabbit people, but I've never seen rabbit. Oh! You're a big cat. I have a friend. I have a... What did you call them?
A Leonin?
Leonin?
I like big
Leo,
cat better.
like the zodiac.
What's a zodiac?
Roll history.
Oh God.
Yeah, just while we're talking.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
While we're talking, I'm gonna keep trying to have us move. I was trying to move us specifically while he was talking
14.
and thinking about it, but.
Oh,
I
very
see.
smart.
Clever. You got a 14?
14. Yeah.
There are zodiacs. You have 14 of them. You don't know anyone that is Leonin, which Colin is describing as a lion, a flaming lion. You have one that's a manticore with too many wings for eyes.
We have a manticore with too many wings for eyes.
What? That is interesting. But you're a
probably shouldn't be
jaguar.
thinking about these things.
Why not?
Because the FeyWilds.
Oh! How do they work?
We should focus on finding what we're looking for.
What are we looking for?
One of those things is a pumpkin.
I'm just thinking about what was top on that list? The rainbow camellia.
All right, you think on that. The grass is a little bit difficult to walk through. As Colin is going on, I have, I guess, a Leonin friend, but she's very small. She's your height, and he points at Boon. Actually smaller. I think she's only 3 feet tall.
Yeah, Thomas,
how come?
Tabaxi?
Yeah.
Like Tabby? Like Tabby Cat?
No.
That's weird.
Tabaxi.
Thomas, meanwhile, is just staring at this angel person and taking furious notes.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, Thomas, you should be freaking out about this. What's going on?
I am
I think
trying
he
to
is freaking
keep
out about this.
quiet, so he just keeps talking. And Colin doesn't seem to see this tiny goblin person as he just goes on. Yeah, my friend, she's a, I guess a tabaxi, as you call them?
Tabaxi.
Tabaxi. She sees dead people.
Oh,
and we have somebody like that.
Well, they're...
Oh!
It's not that they can see dead people, it's that they're dead.
Yeah.
He looks over at you. Like a zombie?
We need to stop talking about the dead.
A ghost.
Dead people.
Nope. Stop. Happy thoughts.
I'm still thinking of rainbow Camel. I can't pronounce that word.
Pumpkin.
Rainbow chamomile. And
Pumpkin.
everybody start.
Camellia.
I need everyone to roll perception.
Cool.
We're
We're
all gonna
Camellia. 15.
Okay,
What's my
Colin fucking
perception?
failed.
Perception, you said?
Yes.
My perception's pretty good.
14.
Fail. 14? What'd
See.
you roll, DJ?
I got a 19.
19? Okay, Colin is too invested in looking around and murmuring about his world. And he keeps switching between Elvish and 3 other languages you can't distinguish, as well as Celestial. You said you got a 15?
I got a 14.
14, what'd you get?
I got a 19.
19? Your ears start to angle as you hear drum beats coming from the north. And Garnet seems to hear that, and so do you, Boon. Maul also hears it because he stops. And Colin goes, "You have a small man on your back."
We'll go over that in a minute. What's that noise?
Noise.
I hear some drums. You gotta be careful. Music in the FeyWilds can... It's mostly bad. Most of the times it's bad.
We need to go the opposite direction of the music.
That'd be, I guess, the equivalent of south.
Yes.
Give me a moment. And you see him spread his wings and just kind of hop and look over the grass. And then he looks back down. And he hops again and kind of just hovers. And then lands back down. There's another one of you guys over there. And he points at Hadriel.
We are not going over there.
Another Haragon?
Yeah.
I don't trust it. We are
Well,
not going over there.
Last time I was in the FeyWilds, I got saved by another Haragon.
I don't trust this.
Tell you what. How about I do this? And you see his hands glow. And he touches Boon, Hadriel, and the tiny man on Maul's back. He touches Thomas. And you feel lighter. You have guidance on you. Which means anything you roll will have... You can add an additional d4 to success. And that's for the next 5 minutes.
Listen,
Okay, but why?
now, when you're in the FeyWilds, you do normally want to avoid music, but that's generally only when it's in a weird, like, creepy setting, like a campfire with no one around it, or like there's clearly a person trying to lull you there. I say we just go and give him a quick chat. Worst comes to worst, Maul punches him in the face.
Okay, Hadriel. I look at Garnet. Are you sure that's a good idea?
Garnet looks down at you. You know, I'm gonna try and have faith in my pops.
Okay, to the mysterious entity.
Talk about a character arc. All right, let's go.
Don't push it.
I'll take front and center since everyone's a little hesitant.
Alright, you go. What order are you all going?
I'm behind Hadriel.
Okay. I'll say Garnet is there, and there. So you all start walking through the grass. And within a few moments, the drum beats get louder. And there are multiple drum beats. And all of a sudden, you just see... yeah. There's a Haragon sitting on a rug with a pair of floating drums around him, and he's just kind of clapping to the beat and quietly singing to himself. He is an odd-looking Haragon. Hadriel, where your bottom half is rabbit, his top half is rabbit. So he has big fuzzy arms that are covered in these intricate red markings, or I guess white markings, and he has ginger hair and fur, and he's of a paler complexion with these red markings, and when he opens his eyes to look at you, his eyes have spirals in them.
Ooh. Fancy.
Hey,
Hey,
looks
my
at
kind
you.
of guy.
He looks at you and says, "Hello, my brothers. How can I be of assistance to you, or how can you be of assistance to me?"
That is a great question. We just heard you over here and saw a Haragon, which I was surprised of.
He waggles his ears and stands up. "Then you are looking for fun."
We're looking for supplies.
Unfortunately, it's business today.
Nah, business. Nobody is business in the FeyWild. You here for a good
Unfortunately, we
time, not
are.
a long time. What exactly are you looking for?
Just
Sits
some
down.
just some supplies to
I
bring
would
back
like-
to our ship.
It's some pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seeds.
Or a full-grown pumpkin, if there's one available.
I can grow pumpkin, though.
Like immediately?
Not immediately. It might take me a few days, but if I concentrate long enough, I should be able to grow a nice big pumpkin.
Colin raises his hand. "I can help with that."
Like immediately?
Yeah. My goddess is the sun goddess. I think I could probably help with that.
I mean, I'm not knocking the sun goddess, but I mean,
Yeah.
do you think she's here right now?
He thinks for a moment. He's gonna roll religion.
Can't believe you brought out Colin.
You see his eyes flicker. Oh. Hey, can I ask you a question?
I feel like you're gonna ask it anyways.
I probably am, and I'm sorry. Is there a weird chaos chicken in your world?
I give him an incredulous look.
That laugh was
I just
Hadriel.
like a look of, oh my god, you have one too.
Is his name Jeffrey?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that sounds like Jeffrey.
Yeah, our dog is one of his disciples.
Your pet dog?
No, she's
Less
not our
than a
pet dog.
pet.
It's a little bit more complicated. She's a werewolf, but she's also not a dog. She's a person, and
Is she
it's
Irish?
really confusing.
Is she Irish?
What's Irish? What is
Right.
Irish?
Never mind. Point is, yeah, that explains a lot. I'm gonna have to have talks with some of my friends and their choices. Oh!
Interesting. I want to look back at the the Haragon guy and go like, so what are you doing out here? You a merchant?
I can be.
What do you
What you
normally
got?
do out here? Are you just out here for fun?
Well, I've been out here for fun for... He thinks for a moment. What year is it?
I don't know.
I'm from... So what is that weirdo telling me? Oh, I'm from 200 AC. So back with... keep getting back and forth. Who are the gods in your pantheon right now? Who's the big seven?
Newest would probably be Vega.
Vega. Vega. Oh, the new daddy. New daddy of, I guess us. We didn't have him back when I was left. We had just a big old wolf. Big old wolf. That used to be the moon goddess.
Do I recognize him as the Haragon that saved me that one time?
Go ahead and roll history.
17 plus 1, 18.
18? He looks very familiar, though a little bit more wild and chaotic. He was a lot thinner. Now he's bulkier. That was thunder in the distance. I'm sorry. And he looks more more like a feral Aragon than a domestic Aragon. Back when you saw him, he just had ears.
But it was him.
He looks very similar to that individual with the stark red hair and white markings.
I'm just gonna
Ooh.
definitely. He'd be able to tell that I'm looking him up and down and be like, do you have any siblings out here?
He thinks for a moment. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I kind of fell in here a long time ago. I regretted it, though.
Did you happen to look a little more, like I motioned to myself when you fell in?
He looks at you. Gender ambiguous?
Domesticated.
Ah! He thinks for a moment and scratches his chin. Yeah, I do suppose I used to look a little bit scrawnier, a little bit less fluffy, less fun.
I think you saved me from the FeyWilds one time.
Well, not surprising. If you were a hoot and a holler and a happy, I probably would have helped you out. Even though I don't know why you'd ever want to leave. And he looks past you at Garnet.
But that's it. You just looked at Garnet.
Is that your wife?
Daughter.
This is his daughter.
Garnet looks at him. No! What they said! What they said! He's like, chill, chill, chill.
I had me a family.
Well, good for you. Never was my style. And again, who knows how many kids I have running around.
Sometimes I ask myself that too.
He looks past here. Hadriel at you. Ooh, tiny.
Mm-hmm.
And then directly behind her, massive Leonin.
Buff. I don't know about y'all. You look a little tight in the ass. Want you to have fun, then there ain't much for you to trade in. I trade for fun.
Oh,
I have
man.
something that I can trade, but I need something in exchange that, won't cause detriment. It's a
What's
little
that?
weird. Give me a second.
What is happening?
What are you saying?
I can give you my dick. But I still need to be able to, have normal bodily function.
What?
He looks at you.
You said something.
Not that kind of fun, Chatty.
Oh.
Not that kind of fun, Chatty.
I don't want it anyways.
I'm sorry. She's really bad at flirting.
I wasn't flirting. I was being serious.
I know.
Calm things down. Do you need bottom surgery? Do they not have surgeons in your world?
What?
All right, I'm gonna look back at him and be like, if you would have caught me a year ago, I would have been happy to stay and have a lot of fun.
He looks at you, and you hear the drum beats getting slower and slower, and he's looking more and more bored.
Yeah.
You all ain't living in the moment. You ain't relaxing.
Can play you a song.
Sure. If it's a fun song, sure, but it's gotta be one hell of a song.
All right, flute or lute?
Devil's choice.
Yeah, in the FeyWild, flute sounds probably a little more appropriate.
Alright. Let's see what you got. And he starts tapping out on his floating drums that he's not touching at all. It's just doing it by itself. It's doing a nice steady rhythm.
I was gonna try to match him, but kind of keep the pace upbeat.
Okay, and what exactly are you playing?
Well, first it's probably just gonna be matching, getting the rhythm for each other, but we'd probably want something high energy folk tailish.
Okay, what kind of folktale?
What do you mean by what kind?
What folktales do you know?
What you want me to like? I can't sing and play the lute or flute at the same time.
Okay, so this is just going to be straight performance then.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. If I was a lute, I'd probably think of something.
Alright.
But yeah, we'll have fun with it. Perform, do little dances around. I'm gonna eyeball Garnet and Boon, and I know I already know that fucking Maw's not gonna get into it, but just start dancing.
Hey, Boon, roll performance.
Oh God.
I can carry it. It's fine.
I don't know if you
Give
can,
me a
'cause depending on
second.
how bad they dance.
All
It's
right,
fine.
let's find out what happens. Alrighty. Do I have anything to increase my performance?
Do you still want me to throw
Oh, +3.
a straight performance?
I want you to hold out because now we have factors.
18.
18?
Hey!
All right, so you start dancing pretty well, and Garnet starts doing a whole ass performance.
Holy shit.
She picks up Boon, which is a little bit of a feat, and starts swinging her around, and they just start dancing. And the drums pick up. Hadriel, go ahead and roll performance at advantage.
At advantage, let's go. Well, that first one was a 19, so
Hey.
Never hurts to roll again.
second one was a 14. So 19 plus performance would be 24.
24. You managed to put on a pretty good show. Even Colin and Maw start joining in, even though they don't know exactly what you're playing about. They still follow the beat. Maw does head bobs and foot taps, and Colin is full on dancing, using his wings and everything in a very expressive dance. And this Haragon seems a little impressed, like, all right, not bad. Pretty fun. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. Are we done?
If you'd like to be.
Well, I didn't know if we were still going or if you said that in the middle of it.
You said it in the middle of it.
Yeah.
He seems to be thinking on it. Not quite the fun I'm talking about, but it does seem to be resonating. And you see the grass is starting to join in with you swaying. Can you pick it up, though?
Oh,
When the grass starts swaying, I kind of get a little bit more into it.
Alright, Boon gets more into it. Can you pick it up, though? And he pulls out a lute and starts to change the tune. I need you to roll performance again.
Okay.
Damn. Are we talking everyone or just me?
Just you, Hadriel, because you are the one that's going to be determining the pace.
Let's
Okay.
go. Big money, big money, big money. No whammies. That is a 14. Plus 5 would be 19.
19? Let's see about his performance. Alright. At first you stutter and the grass kind of shrinks in on itself, but you quickly pick up this new song. It's a lot more... It's a very bouncy song as he starts thrumming on this lute and starts singing in a weird way that isn't quite singing. It's like weird poetry.
Like slam poetry.
Not quite. It's like weird angry poetry as he starts rhyming words into each other. They don't always make sense, but it's a very funky tune.
All right.
You seem to keep up with it as he pulls the song to the close. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Not the most fun. What's one thing you need?
Anything?
He pulls out. He opens one of the chests and pulls out. Oh, what do you pull out? What do you pull out? Where are my things?
Still trying to figure out what the fuck gratitude is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, give me a second. I gotta go back to this. And we'll do that. Do it. He pulls out a star ruby.
What's this?
A gemstone.
What does it do?
It's pretty.
It's pretty. I won't say no to gifts.
Alright, you have a what is it? What immediately?
Said
Star ruby
Star
that's
gemstone.
worth 500 silver.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
He shrugs. Not quite what I meant by fun, but pretty fun. I'll give it to you that. You're still too tight, though. I'll tell you what. I can help you a little bit with that. Somewhere in the FeyWild, there is a woman. She old and covered in roses. Actually, she looked like a big old rose. Think of her. Go find her.
I'll
Unless
keep
you
her in
want to have
mind.
fun.
Huh?
You act like you have fun, but you ain't having fun. It hurts me.
Hey.
Clearly y'all going through something, I get that. But even when you go through the hard times, you gotta stop and have a little fun and actually mean it.
I'll tell you what. If I make my way back in the Feywilds, I'm bringing some drink with me.
He thinks for a moment. Ain't much of a drinker since something happened. What was it? Ah, who cares? You all travel safely now. Don't go
Thank you.
too far. He nods, and you hear the drums put on a steady beat as he stands up and just starts dancing to the beat.
Yeah, well, I don't know what he meant by fun.
We should get going.
If it wasn't drinking, if it wasn't singing, if it wasn't dancing, I don't know what it was.
Colin looks between all of you. Okay. Did you guys get what you needed?
Not
Nope.
at all.
Oh.
All right. Let's actually start looking for places that we can actually scavenge. We need a couple plants on here, I know. Like the rainbow camellia. Are jade whiskers plants?
I don't know. It sounds like a plant.
Sounds like a plant to me, too. Any fruit you see on a tree, just fucking grab it, too.
Fruit? I
Yeah.
haven't seen any food. But I also haven't felt any hunger. This place is confusing.
Yeah, you just don't
It
think about
is.
it.
I know. Shush, I know. Alright, you all start wondering. Go ahead and roll perception.
Yeah, 11 plus
Where's my perception again?
perception. So 15 for me.
15.
Yep.
And for me, 16.
16. You walk for hours without finding anything.
Oh, good.
And Moss stops as Thomas starts to whimper. I'm hungry. I think I forgot to eat breakfast again.
I'm gonna attempt to cast Goodberry.
Alright. How many berries are you summoning?
10.
Alright, you summon 10 good berries. Let's see. Let's see what the good berries have teeth in them.
I'm gonna go ahead and just...
Like disembodied teeth?
Yep.
Oh.
Each good berry just has a single tooth in it.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna go ahead and just pick out the teeth and put them in my pocket and then hand out the good berries.
You do that, and Colin takes it and...
what kind of teeth?
I shrug. Don't know, they're in my pocket now.
Yeah, depending on what kind of teeth they are, that could be worth a pretty penny.
Yeah, but that also depends on whether or not they stick around.
Fair.
Thomas quickly eats his good berry. Everybody has a good berry.
Yes. I put the leftover ones in my pocket.
You do that. As Garnet is thoughtfully chewing, she looks at the grass. Excuse me, grass? You're alive, right? The grass, sways and jiggles.
I stopped for a second and was like, oh yeah! And I grab one of the good berries and I give it to the grass.
The grass, recoils away from it.
Okay.
You're trying to feed
sorry.
a plant.
Well, I thought he would like a snack. I put it back in my pocket. Apologies.
You put it in your pocket. The grass does tap your pocket, though.
Do you want the teeth?
It nods.
All right, I give it the teeth.
You give it the teeth, and they get sucked into the ground.
Cool.
The grass sways back and forth rhythmically. Granite thinks for a moment. I feel like we're not asking the right questions.
To the grass?
Hey, grass. Are you happy? And she kind of shrugs, like, I don't know. The grass thinks for a moment and kind of does a motion like so-so.
Well, what makes you happy?
It seems to sway rhythmically for a moment before, how do I describe this? It starts layering itself into, okay, how do I describe this? It layers itself into first a city, then a city with people, and then it focuses in. It's like happening like an AI generated image.
Oh.
It starts focusing in on a shop, but the words are broken. And inside you see shelves of something vertical.
Books?
And many of them. It points at you.
Do I still have my Girl Bears cookbook?
Yeah, the other
do.
thing didn't want it.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull out that cookbook, and I'm like, would you like this?
It taps on the book.
Oh,
All right,
you want
I'm
us to
gonna go
read
ahead-
it?
It sways excitedly.
All right. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and open the book up and give it to
Read a
Garnet.
passage. You hand the book to Garnet. Garnet looks at you. You want me to read a cookbook?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, the grass likes knowledge.
Grilled
Yeah.
Bear's cookbook. How to Survive in the Wild on What You Kill by Grill Bears. About the author. Grill Bears is a bugbear located in Filaria, the great, the great city central of food, only next to Hollow. She grew up in the grass is kind of wilting.
That's fair. That's fair. It is a cookbook. It's meant more for, uh, hmm. Is it
Cooking.
books in general or is it stories?
You hear something pipe up from Boon. I think it wants stories.
Jim?
Did you call me Jim again?
Oh shit, Jin. Sorry.
God, you're such an asshole. Anyway, hello, Grass. My name's Jin Rummy Creed. Here's a story you might not have heard of. Once upon a time, there were 3 people and a cat. Before the cataclysm happened, the cat gave up his catness and became boring. And then a tiefling lost her voice, a dragon... No, a Shit! Focus! No!
Why are you freaking out about this, dog?
Shut up! A tiefling lost her eyes, a high elf lost her hearing, and a dragonborn lost his voice. And because of them, only half the world died. But because of that, great things happened to those people. The past heroes died, but they are replaced by new heroes each generation. And that is the great story. And I'm related to those people. You helped to raise me in the pilgrimage. My father was... Shit, not my father. My father. My father's a spider! My father's name's Lucas! You know Lucas? Where am I? You see the grass swaying and it forms a half spider, half man rearing back on its hind legs. And you hear Shale go, "Oh, looks familiar." The grass thinks for a moment, and you feel the ground rumble a bit as something pops out beside Maw. It looks
Alright, I
like
guess we're gonna look at that.
It looks like a small bush with a rainbow-colored flower with a snake in the center of it.
I think that's our rainbow camellia.
It looks like
is it an
there are
actual snake,
3.
or does it just look like a snake?
You think it looks like a snake, but then the snake moves and you think, oh, it's an actual snake. And then it goes still again. It looks like it's made of the flesh of the petals.
Oh. I look at the flower. Hang on, do I oops, that's Spotify. Same color as the other app. I'm gonna look at my spells. I don't need
Swear we're
Spotify.
almost done. Maybe.
I'm gonna look at the plant. Would it be alright if I plucked you?
The grass gives a hesitant nod, like it's not sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and reach out and very gingerly take one of the flowers.
Roll
But
nature.
only one.
Did you just close out of your app?
No, I have to type.
Oh. Why did
I'm
you have
lazy.
your dice?
Because it's in dice jail!
You don't have
And I don't know where my other dice are.
Okay.
Nature, +2. 8.
You take... Let's see here. 3 points
Damage.
of piercing damage as the snake bites you. But you managed
That
to
was
get Rose.
Ow! That was rude.
The snake climbs back onto the plant and forms a new bud. And then the grass swallows it up.
Thank you, grass. And I'm gonna go ahead and pocket the flower.
Yeah, thanks. Shit, that was only one of the things we needed.
Oh, we can tell other stories. I don't know if that'll help, but
It might, but I don't freaking know. I don't know. We're just not getting
What about
anywhere.
the story of?
I'll tell you what.
Well, we have a lot of things on our list.
Let's keep walking.
We
I'll
need to-
tell a small story.
Okay.
Let me think.
Right.
Why don't we tell it our adventure so far?
I don't know if we really want to use us while we're walking in the FeyWilds.
Yeah, I guess.
Let me think of a good one. There once was a king who sat on an ivory throne. This throne was known throughout the whole kingdom. He was himself the Ivory King. All his knights were loyal. All his people were great. The only problem was he couldn't court a single lady to be his queen. But along from the ocean, there came a royal princess from another faraway land that warned of an impending danger. She could not disclose exactly what it was, but as they got to know each other and bonded, they seemed to fall for one another. Now, secretly, this queen was actually tasked with spreading corruption, magical corruption throughout the kingdom, to squander another kingdom nearby power, as they had a treaty. But as they became closer and closer, this princess, now the queen, the Ivory Queen, realized that this was not the destiny that she wanted. And no matter how much she begged the king to kill her or to put her to death or send her away, he wouldn't, because he loved her. In the end, the corruption spread to the kingdom. But with her last grace, even though she was completely made to destroy this whole kingdom, used the last of her power to safely keep the king's knights safe, so that one day a hero would come, free them, and break the corruption, freeing the king and making the whole kingdom happy again. Kind of just made that off the top of my head. I stole a little bit from Dark Souls.
As you say that, you trip over something.
Shit.
There is a bag in the middle of the road.
We're on a road.
Well, in the middle of the wherever you are, you're in like a meadow.
All right, I'll look at the bag.
All right, inside there is nothing, but your inventory has something forgotten in it.
All right.
Oh.
I don't know how I got that, but I'll take it.
You don't need to remember how you got that.
I already forgot about it.
You did.
There you go.
Have the forgotten in your inventory.
Boon thinks for a moment for another story.
Do we need
I have
another
a story.
Oh,
Okay.
Colin pipes up. So we're looking for fruit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, Grass. This might be a little bit of a stretch, but let me tell you something from my world. You see, I have this goddess named Amaterasu, and one day her brother Susano the Moon... No, it wasn't her brother. One day her brother... what was his name? Susano, the Thunder God, had a contest with her, where they would make a set of gods, and whoever had the best gods would win. Unfortunately, the rules for that were very poorly defined, and they declared each other the winner. And Susanna got angry and threw an entire flayed horse into her court. And as he says that, an entire horse leg flies out just in front of all of you and back into the grass.
All right.
So Amaterasu got very sad because the flayed horse... Colin is not paying attention to what's happening in front of him. He seems really focused on telling this story. As this happened, as the flayed horse entered her court, it accidentally killed one of her courtiers. So Amaterasu turned off the sun and went to a cave. So they tried to get her out of the cave because nighttime brought many demons and many monsters, and also famine. So
That sounds
first,
familiar.
they brought out a bunch of chickens, so they would hear the chickens caw, and Amaterasu would know it's her time to make it morning. That didn't work. So then they put a mirror in front of the cave so that she could absorb her beautiful rays and take in just how important she was in the world. That didn't work either. So her other brother, the moon, went and got her future lover, who was Mikoto, the goddess of the dawn and partying. So the goddess of the dawn decided to pull a sort of funny to get the spirits up and hopefully bring forth, well, the sun. So she stripped down naked and started partying. And all of the commotion and her own natural light drew out Amaterasu. So Amaterasu saw the chickens, then the mirror, and then the beautiful naked sun goddess, or the dawn goddess, and finally came out of the cave. She's finally out of the closet. And you see the grass pause and then start to jiggle. And then something hits Colin in the head. Oh, why? Why do you... Please, can you just hand me things? What is this? It is an apple, and the apple opens its mouth and says, apples? Apples are insane. Apples are crazy. Apples whisper knowledge. Apples, apples!
I'm gonna go ahead and take the apple and put it in my pouch.
Apples! You have
Crazy.
insanity
Oh, Grass,
apple
do you want to hear a funny story of something that actually happened? Honestly, it was like a really funny incident. So Hadriel's got this magic flask, see? And there was this giant bee. And so he accidentally cast a spell of polymorph on it. And then it turned into a frog. And then I put the frog in my pouch. And now our enemy was no longer our enemy. And then we sold the bee.
That was quick.
The
That was a
grass
quick one.
pauses, and you feel something. Something appears in your path, and it is. Let me just roll.
This is fun.
Are we having fun?
Yes. Well, this was Boon saying it. This is fun. I'm really happy that we get to share this with you, Grass.
What is this? Go ahead and roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and roll. I guess I'll do it. Let me just. 2. You have something called spicy navigation tools. This is a mundane item. While these navigation tools are on your person, you can consume even the spiciest food without
Nice.
any adverse effects.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You all continue walking, thinking of stories to tell when you happen upon a table with a woman at it.
Yay.
What does the woman look like?
She is an old haggard thing, bundled up burrito style in this leaf-like blanket. And she's got a big old rose on top of her head, and she looks incredibly old. And she's just kind of snoozing.
That be the one. I'm gonna walk over to her.
Alright, you walk over to her. She's just kind of softly snoring.
I'm gonna have a seat and just go.
Oh. Hello.
Hi there.
Hello.
She looks at you and she's gonna roll insight. She shudders and hums. You all seem poor, unfortunate people. All of you. You see her
Only
beady eyes
sometimes.
look between all of you. You may call me Drama.
Nice to meet you.
We were told we may run into you by a nice Haragon fellow. Spiral eyes.
She slowly blinks. That doesn't narrow it down very much.
You like to play the drums.
That narrows it down just a little bit.
He kept wanting to have fun, but wouldn't tell us what kind of fun he was talking about.
Oh, I know who he is. He likes fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like stories and of your woes and pain.
Oh.
I died before. Does that count?
Yes, but how?
I look at Thomas.
Thomas is... You basically look at Ma.
Hey, Thomas. Hey, Thomas.
Huh? What?
Thomas. Hey.
Yes? What's up?
Do you mind telling the story about how I died again?
Oh, I don't actually know how you died. We just saw your corpse. It was all of your they basically slit it. What it looked like is they slit you from your belly, and then everything just fell out.
That's horrifying.
Wow. Yeah, that's really terrifying.
The
Shale, do
old
you remember
lady-
any of this?
Shale looks up at you. What?
Never mind, buddy. You go ahead and take a nap.
Okay. The
I
old
love you, Shale.
lady. Of you too? Where am I? Meanwhile, the old lady is slowly shaking her head. That's not how that went.
Is it not?
No. Thomas is like trying to look over. What do you mean, no? Ma, turn around, please. Ma is just staring at this old lady.
Well, I kind of remember something. I remember running. And then I remember falling, and then I remember the earth pulling me in like a comforting hug. And then that's it.
She slowly looks at you and tilts her head. It's not very sad. You found salvation.
True. But my goddess is locked up. That's pretty sad.
You see some of her wrinkles kind of vanish. Like her cheeks become a little bit fuller.
Now you know
Colin fidgets in his seat. Go on, Hadriel.
Now you know what's sad? All of us were ripped away from our lives for 6 fucking months, only to be just appeared on an island that we had no clue where we were, with masks on that obscured us, and had no goddamn clue what to do for days and days until we managed to get them off. And even then, we still didn't know anything about our lives, and we're still trying to put the pieces back together. And that's why we're here right now.
You see her shudder and her cheeks become a little bit fuller. That is tragic. That is tragic. But have you really lost anything?
I give Hadriel a grim look.
I've lost a lot.
Colin pipes up. I was attacked in the night after I got into a fight with my friends. and somebody burned off my wings, and I couldn't fly for 2 years. It was excruciating. What they did to me was, I was wearing this armor, or something similar to it. It's gone now, but all of the metal I was holding burned into my flesh, and then they pinned me down, and he goes quiet, and you see the woman straighten a bit, her joints creaking. Very tragic. Anyone else?
You got any, big guy?
Ma thinks for a moment. He's gonna roll history.
Forget everything that happened to him.
It's not quite that, but he doesn't. This is more like them trying to formulate words, because she seems to be after the story of it. Ma thinks for a moment. I was chased off from my homeland. Ended up on ship. But how? And why? He kind of huffs and looks away. You're all not very good at this.
We don't really remember much about ourselves anymore. The sickness. What?
I don't want...
Your name is Boon?
Oh, shit. I don't want a single word of this getting out, okay?
With what getting out?
I don't remember much of it, but I was in my workshop tinkering with a gift from my father. A flask that had wild magic in it that just did whatever, random times. And I was experimenting with how things worked, writing things down, what did what I could feel happening. And before I could really even pay attention to any of my surroundings, my son slowly opened the door quietly, probably trying to surprise me or, play or maybe try to run up and get my attention, scare me, whatever kids try to do. But while I was in the middle of experimenting, practicing, one of the random effects was summoning giant rocks and boulders. And before I could even do anything or even react, it fell right on top of him. And I watched him die right in front of me.
I'm gonna put my hand on Hadriel's, just gently.
You do that as the old woman seems much younger, and she gently taps the table. Honesty is hard. Remembering pain like that is hard. But to have these stories is important. Are they not?
It is important.
She reaches into her robes, and she's far younger than she was. And she pulls out... What do you pull out? She pulls out a... Oh, goodness. She pulls out a bag of seeds and a... Let's see. What can I give you? That was a pretty fucked up thing.
Yeah, Hadriel's out of commission right now. He's just shaking.
Noted. Garnet seems like she wants to say something, but doesn't quite have the words for it. She slides across the table what looks to be a bell. A small silver bell with a blue tint to it. It says, "This may come handy for you in the future. Your demons are crawling back. You will be able to make amends soon. If you want to."
I'm going to take the bell and stand up. Be
And
like,
then
do
take
that.
the seeds
this wasn't
and bow
really
to her.
my version of fun.
I wasn't meant to be fun. Garnet and everyone stands up as she just continues to sit there. The grass parts its way, and you see in the distance a forest.
No. Let's keep on keeping on.
Mm-hmm.
You all do that. Garnet walks beside you, Hadriel. Just quiet.
Say we already had this conversation, so I'm not initiating anything. She'll just tell me to get over it. At least that's what Hadriel thinks.
Yeah. She's just quietly walking beside you. Not quite sure what to say, it seems.
No, just walking
And-
towards the forest.
Yeah. You all walk in uncomfortable silence as you suddenly arrive back at the forest.
Oh,
Oh yeah. So I have seeds. Does that include pumpkin seeds?
You open it up, and there are a variety of seeds in here.
can you identify
right.
the pumpkin one?
Yeah, the pumpkin seeds are pretty distinct.
All right.
Okay. So, Colin, you said you could help me with the pumpkin, right?
Colin looks up, is like, yeah, I can help where I can. Probably.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is kind of go a little bit away from the forest because, there's a good chance this could go wrong. And plant one of the pumpkin seeds and just kind of channel druidic magic into it to see what happens.
As you plant the pumpkin seed, you see it sprout, but not do much else. And Jill's gonna roll. Shale thinks for a moment. We don't have a spell to grow things, do we?
Hang on, sorry, I'm chewing. Well, I think I can learn one.
I mean, you're doing pretty good.
Colin kneels beside the ground and plucks one of his feathers and puts two of them right next to the plant, and they both glow. And the sprout gets much larger and starts to swell. But still no fruit.
Can I just try to channel magic into the plant to make it grow?
Sure, go ahead and roll either nature or arcana.
And what spell slots do you want to use?
Honestly, let's see. What spell slots do I have? I'm going to use one of my level 2 spell slots.
Okay, is that your remaining level 2 spell slot? Because you used... what's good
Good
berry
berry
in
is
yours?
level 1. It's
Okay,
level
so
1. So
you pour...
that would be one of 2 level 2 spell slots.
Alright, so you pour in one of your level 2s. Go ahead and roll nature for me.
Hang on. I'm going to make sure I mark it in my app that I use the spell so I don't forget. Oh, I need to keep the app open. Nature, so, alrighty. R D20 5.
5?
Can I use an inspiration to make it bigger?
Yes.
12. Oh, that's better.
12 plus...
That is what it is D20 plus 2, so I got a 10, and then
Alright,
12.
it starts to bear a small pumpkin. Colin kneels down, sits cross-legged and stares at it. I can probably put some of my mana into this, but I'm not exactly a druid. What can I do? I really wish we had. I wish Niram was here. She'd know what to do with this. Nothing. What does this spell do?
I'm gonna get out the jar. Do you think I could use the jar again? See what happens?
It couldn't hurt.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt to pour the jar again.
How many pours do you get of the jar?
So what it is I can pour as much as the liquid that I have been pouring. So for the honey, it is 1 gallon of honey. So technically, I still have 1 gallon of honey.
Okay.
And I can pour up to 2 gallons per minute. So I only have 1 gallon of honey.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to use honey?
So once the jug starts producing a liquid, it can't produce a different one or more of one that has reached its maximum until the next dawn.
We had already chosen honey.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll try and produce honey again.
Yes.
Okay.
We gotta sweeten the deal, you know?
All right, let's see. Am I going to be playing another character today or not?
I don't know. Oh! Okay. Something rattles in your jar.
Good.
I'm going to go ahead and look in the jar.
It's a flask.
Oh?
I'm going to go ahead and pull out the flask.
It is a flask. It is a metal flask. Actually, no, since you're a druid, it is a wood flask. And it just has this dial on it, and it has... DJ, what is a bard's hit dice?
3d8.
Okay, it's got D8. It's got the number 6 engraved on it in Roman numerals.
I'm going to hesitantly open the flask.
Why
You open the flask.
Why a bard's hit dice?
Smells like honey mead.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna pour a little bit on my finger.
Okay. Roll a d20.
Oh, Boon.
All right, you know what?
Actually,
I'm gonna use my chaos.
You're gonna have to roll a d20 too.
Okay. A excuse me.
Oh my god, what's happening to my machine? Fuck off!
21.
Fuck off! 21?
21.
You got a 21!
I got a 21!
Okay, the moment the fucking bullshit hits your finger, a smoke cloud of about 60 feet erupts. Everybody heals. You're level 3?
Yeah.
8. 8 plus 5 plus 3.
I mean, we were already at max, anyways, except
you
for
go
me.
over.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
As this healing cloud go. How many? What number is that? What's 8 plus 5 plus 3?
16.
Okay.
16.
A pumpkin about fucking 2 feet in radius, no, in diameter, grows out of the ground as the soil begins to soak it in. You see the wild magic, the fucking grass around you. The tips turn bright pink as it grows even taller and even more wild and expressive.
Oh, wow. I cap it and I'm just gonna put it in my pack and
Before
my
you
pocket.
do, the numbers shift and groan as the wood of the flask transforms into V, as in 5.
Okie dokie, I have a temporary Hadriel flask. Let's go ahead and put that
Did
back
this
in my pocket.
motherfucker just go into the FeyWilds and find a flask and went, oh, I'll just give it to my fucking son?
I don't know.
Alrighty, I don't think we want to question it. And this is a really big pumpkin.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Trying to think. It's about a foot, 2 feet.
Shit.
Actually, that's
what did he
that's
call?
just bigger than average, honestly.
What did he call himself? The shambler, the shit,
The spindled.
the spindled.
The spindled.
Hey, Mr. Spindled.
Yes.
We have a pumpkin for you.
You hear many clickings as 2 pairs of claws tap the table.
I look at Ma. We're gonna need your help carrying this.
Ma steps over and Colin looks at it and is like, I think I got this. Let me just... And he's gonna roll strength. It
Boon
is
just kinda
raining
looks at
so hard.
I think I can slightly hear it in the background.
Oh my god. You see Colin, with a little bit of an effort, heft up the pumpkin and start walking it over, flapping his wings to do so.
I'm gonna move out of the way and probably bring Garnet
Yeah.
with me.
You do that as he puts it down on the table.
You asked for big.
This is more sufficient. As it grabs the pumpkin and very quickly just starts stabbing the shit out of it.
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm
Carving-
gonna reach into the seed bag and I'm gonna see if I can find a few more pumpkin seeds.
Alright, you managed to find... Oh my god, Rain, please, I need you to calm your tits. You find 4 pumpkin seeds.
All right, I'm gonna put 3 of those on the table. Even though I know pumpkins have more seeds, but here's some nice fresh dried pumpkin seeds, in case you want to grow more.
A little bit of pumpkin splatter hits you and Colin in the face as he just starts gutting the pumpkin.
I'm gonna go ahead and just lick it off of my face.
You do that.
Oh,
It tastes like
a lizard.
It tastes like cinnamon and cranberries.
Oh.
Oh, that's really yummy.
You might
And
want to keep one of those
before
seeds.
You see the claws start to glow red, and he just seems to lay into it, searing the insides before throwing his hood back and putting the pumpkin on his head, and it has a spooky face on it.
I clap. Heck yeah! That's awesome!
It suits
You look so cool!
Boon, you feel your inventory gets smaller as gratitude appears.
Smaller?
Okay.
As in, it's fuller.
Oh.
Like she
Cool.
has less space.
You feel your inventory get lighter as it stole everything from you.
Oh.
It taps its claws against the table. Yes. Somebody had stolen my head before. This is nice.
Who steals a guy's head?
Yeah, that's really rude.
It jerks and the claws dig into the wood. Pufferfish.
Pufferfish?
With legs and teeth.
If we ever run into one of them, I'll make sure to give it a good wallop.
The head nods as the claws retract and put two more things on the table. A bleeding stone and a couple of pieces of mirror quartz.
Nice. Is it literally just bleeding?
Yeah. It is bleeding a purple substance.
Good. Awesome. Can we wrap this in something?
I have some clothes, like some old ratty clothes.
This is just gonna bleed
I
on
guess-
everything.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the rock in some clothes and hand it to Hadriel.
Oh, good. Goes in my
That-
inventory.
Yep.
A bleeding stone.
And then I guess I'll put the quartz in my inventory. And
Nods. Do you have anything else you wish?
What do we need after that? We got a bleeding stone. We got an apple. Jade whiskers?
It thinks for a moment. What do you have to trade?
How about I'm gonna
yeah, Hadriel, what do you have in your inventory?
do you like hygiene products?
It lowers its head at you. Not particularly.
Oh, it's just hey, give this a shot. I'm gonna I don't know why I have this in my inventory. I think it was from the pack that I started with. I want to put a vial of perfume on the table. Give it a shot. See if you like it.
It pokes it. Very carefully maneuvers its spider legs to pick it up and seems to bring it to its pumpkin face and shakes its head and sets it down.
No.
Garnet is looking through her inventory. Do sentimental things have more value? It cocks its head. Yes. Okay. I have this. And she puts a lock of white hair on the table. What will this get me? It scoops it closer. Before pulling out the jade whiskers, a couple of other items. A chunk of hematite worth about 10 silver. A heart-shaped blue crystal worth about 500 silver. 3 potions of healing. And oh, please load. You can do this. I believe in you. Okay, sure.
What?
Mm-hmm.
A paintbrush
No.
Okay.
with intricate markings of cats on it. Will this suffice? Garnet looks back at you, Hadriel.
I mean, it's up to you, but the Jade Whiskers are in there. The money can definitely help the family, too.
She looks back at you. The family?
Our
What do you mean?
family?
We've been financially stable.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
What do you mean?
Can we talk
What
about
do
it
you
when we get back to
mean?
the boat?
Are you going to make the trade? She looks back at the piece of hair. Yes. And quickly the entity snatches it up. She collects the items. She looks very disheartened. Is there anything else you would like to trade?
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah,
We have everything that we need.
I'm good. Colin looks between all of you. You do?
Oh,
Okay.
well, you wouldn't happen to know how to get Colin home, would you?
No.
Then I think that we're done here.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and give the spindly man a nice bow. Say thank you very much.
It lifts one of its legs and it creaks as it attempts to wave back.
You have been a great merchant.
Thank you. Please, come again.
If we're ever in the FeyWilds, if we ever end up in the FeyWilds, I'll try to find some stuff to trade with you.
Again, it creakily nods as the grass starts to obscure it from your vision.
Thank you for taking us here, grass.
The grass gives a little wave and an aw shucks kind of motion.
I'm gonna give one of the little grass strands a little kiss.
You do that, and a piece wraps around your finger and snaps off and stays there.
Thank you.
It snaps off your finger.
No! No!
Ah,
No.
FeyWilds, you got me.
Ah, darn you.
You.
Ah, shut.
Alright, let's get out of here. How do we do
I
that?
guess you're going with us.
Oh, yeah, Colin, you might want to hold on to, like, me or something.
You just see Ma shove past and pick him up.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Are we talking like princess style?
Basically, Colin seems very perturbed by this.
A little flustered.
A little flustered.
Mm-hmm. Maybe blushing a bit.
Yeah, well, it's hard to tell. He's a very, very dark skin, about as dark as Hadriel. And he just kind of taps one of Ma's pecs. Consent! Consent, please! Would you like to stay here? No, thank you! No! Actually, no, this is fine. This is fine. This is actually fine.
You could be in the harness.
No,
Speaking of Thomas, are you good?
Thomas is, Thomas has been very quiet.
Yeah, too quiet.
Ma turns around and Thomas is just kind of passed out.
No, he's all tuckered out.
He is clutching his pen and notebook very dearly to his heart.
That's adorable.
Okay, well, I think it's time for us to get out of here.
Again, do we say something?
Up,
Or
up, and away?
there's no place like home? Do we tap the hats?
Measure twice, cut once? Bibbidi bobbidi copyright infringement?
Is that copyright? I guess it does belong to the massive house.
Uh-huh. Abracadabra.
Garnet is just very quiet. Ma just grunts and grabs your hat, Hadriel, and
Ow.
snaps one of the wings.
Oh, okay.
And the head of the J lifts up and spits something out into the sky. And the grass starts to swarm you.
Oh, good.
Until suddenly...
I'm just okay.
Copyright infringement +1. You all fucking bamf into the spell room, much to a surprise and very startled Nightingale's dismay, as you all immediately crowd her space.
Hi, Nightingale.
I think we're all just kind of like crouched and like, oh fuck. Lightning! And God
We
smites
made a
you.
friend. Or 2. Or 3. We made friends.
Not just one.
Oh, by the way, I need all these idiots to roll wisdom, except for you two, as you feel something in your mind snap.
Huh?
Ma fails. Thomas actually remembers. Good for you. Garnet barely remembers. And Colin remembers. Cool. Ma looks around, looks at all of you, and says, "Where am I?"
Back on
I'm
the
gonna look
boat.
down and make sure that Shale is there.
Shale is there. He is a bird, and he's just, you see him puke up his grits and his good berry.
Yeah, I'm gonna look through my
okay,
my
buddy?
god eye for a second.
Nothing seems different.
Oh, thank God! What was that place?
Oh no.
You all made it back safe and sound.
Oh,
Yes?
Yes, and we got everything.
yeah.
Who is that?
Oh,
We made a friend. I accidentally poured him out of my jar.
Oh, that sounds, about right. Who remembers and who does not?
I raised my
Oh,
hand.
I drew him on Nightingale's lair. I was wondering, like, why did you do that? There we go.
Telefragged.
Yep. There we go. You remember things?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'd
God
say. Oh,
fucking damn you.
I mean, I remember. Garnet.
Garnet nods solemnly. Yeah, I remember. I remember things. Colin raises his hand. I remember. I don't remember how I got here. Ma just looks at everybody. What are we doing?
The FeyWilds.
Oh,
We just
right,
got
you
back.
need to go there.
Well, we are.
No,
we just got back.
We just got back.
Oh, Ma, you forgot your adventure. Very sad, very sad. How is Thomas? Is Thomas in one piece?
He's asleep.
He's sleepy. Bye.
Oh, I guess I will ask him later. It has been, she checks her watch, 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Huh. Cool.
Well, dang, we were.
I know! It was either between 5 minutes or 5 hours.
All
Well,
right.
5 minutes isn't that bad.
Yes. You may all rest for a few hours, and then I would highly recommend picking up a shift. Did you manage to get everything?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the ingredients from my bag. What did I pick up? I know I got the gratitude.
Gratitude appears as an orb, a clear orb.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out that. What else did I pick up? I think I picked up one other thing.
You got the quartz.
The quartz. Okay, so I grabbed gratitude and the quartz, and then I hold up my little finger. I also found a friend.
The piece of grass has solidified into a purple metal band with a grass-like pattern to it.
I don't know if I can take it off.
Oh, try.
I try to take it off.
You take it off.
Okay.
Fascinating. Anything else happen to you all?
We made a friend.
I can see him. Is he okay? He
no,
looks...
we made another friend. We grew a pumpkin and gave it to her head.
I keep forgetting his name. What was it? The Shambler, the Spindled.
The Spindled.
Yeah.
The Spindled. Yeah.
He was pretty
He
cool.
was very helpful. The grass was also really cool too. We told the grass some stories, and then we met this old lady, and we were sad.
Sounds like the
Oh,
FeyWild.
and this other Haragon.
I saw a barren
another
wasteland
Haragon.
out of my right eye, and it was terrifying. And then something was coming at
The grass
me.
stopped you. Yeah.
Oh,
So that
very
was cool.
strange.
Uh-huh. Well, we got everything. Oh, right. I have the apple in my pocket as well.
Do you pull out the apple?
Please
Yeah.
don't. Oh no.
The apple starts saying, "It's in a room of rats. Rats make me crazy."
Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room.
I'm sure Blondie would appreciate that. I would put it back in your pocket.
I put it back in my pocket.
You do. Garnet pulls out the whiskers and just hands it to her. I think this is all I got. Okay, good. I'm gonna go
Hadriel,
work
you
now.
have did you have anything else?
Anything that she needed specifically, I think we gave her already.
Oh, right.
What about
Boon had the flower.
The fruits and the bleed. Oh no,
yes,
that's.
I
Oh
have
wait,
the
wait, wait,
flower.
wait. My bad.
I've forgotten.
I have so I was mixing up the lists. I thought Zanara's was Blondie's. Yeah, so Boon has the flower and the mirror quartz that we gave her, the gratitude we gave her, and then Garnet had the jade whiskers, and then I have a forgotten.
Yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the flower.
Okay. Zanara takes them and looks very pleased. Okay, I can get to work on that thing. Shouldn't take me more than a few days. With these ingredients, and you got me the jade whisker to make the artifact for the brownie. Okay. Compensation. Compensation. I'd say 100 silver should do it.
Okay.
Between the two of you. Would that suffice?
Yes.
I think
Wait,
so.
did the others not get paid?
Oh, they get paid in a day off. Ma is going to need a little bit extra. Thomas, I know, just wanted to go in there. They're part of our crew. They'll get paid in other ways.
Okay, and what about Colin?
Hi. Can you fly back home?
He's not from this world.
Yeah, back home is another dimension, I think.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean? I'm from Earth? What is an Earth? Like the ground?
Another planet.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Elvish is you called Elvish French.
If I had to just throw out a guess, yeah, if I just had to throw a guess out there, I would think that when we went to the FeyWilds and summoned him, because the FeyWilds are parallel to, here, it probably was also parallel to another world,
My head hurts.
and he got ported over from there, if I had to guess.
But one constant is Jeffrey.
Apparently.
Zanara scowls. Oh, Jeffrey.
So this is Jeffrey's fault.
I don't know if it was his fault.
Probably. Jeffrey, what other gods do you have? Do you have Vega? Do you have
There was-
Gerdman?
There was like an
Amaterasu.
Yeah.
That means nothing to me. We're going to have to go through and see how many gods you have, and that may narrow down how many gods we have, and then maybe we could send you back. You said you were summoned here. Do you know why? I fell out of a jar?
Yeah, I have this cool jar that I got in a dream that I think wasn't actually a dream, and I can pour liquid out of it. So I tried to give the spindler some honey, and then Colin came out of the jar instead.
You make no sense. What do
Yeah,
you
I
mean
know.
a dream? Did you fall asleep in the FeyWild? That's very not good idea.
No, it has nothing to do with the FeyWild. It's another really long story.
Did Garnet leave?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Can I go find her?
Sure. We can deal with this. Colin? Oh, why don't we go have you talk to our captain, okay? We'll see if we can figure out how to send you home. I'm sure you're only here temporarily.
Hadriel, wait, give me the bleeding stone. I'll go give it to Blondie.
I was going to give everything to Blondie because I also have things I need to sell her. I think.
Okay, well, I have the fruit, so
Oh, right. I mean, yeah, I can take things if you don't mind.
no, just give it to me. You go to Garnet.
Okay. Well, I'll give her the
The Forgotten?
something.
No, the Forgotten goes to Sahara.
Oh, right.
What was it?
Just-
Oh yeah, the
just
bleeding
give me-
stone. The bleeding stone.
Yeah, just give me the stone. You can
It
talk
is
to her later, but
completely soaked through that cloth and has
Awesome.
stained some of your items in your inventory.
I'll live
very
with
cool.
it. I would probably just put it in a bucket.
There's a lot of liquid. I say
Yeah.
as I'm holding this dripping thing.
It smells like grape juice and
It
copper.
smells really good.
Don't taste it.
I won't.
So you
So
go
I
up
look
to
at the rock
find,
and I look very tempted to taste it. All right, Colin, let's go find Blondie.
All right, I'm gonna go find Garnet.
Alright. It doesn't take you too long. She's back up topside. Seems to be working. Or just looking at the job board.
Hello, Captain. I have a rock for you. And a friend. And a fruit.
Oh boy. We will get to you in a second, because Blondie is not anywhere on the main levels. She just seems to be, You surmise that she's probably in her captain's quarters.
Oh,
So you
okay.
and
I
Hadriel
thought
are
you
just
were
headed to
trying-
the same place.
Okay.
Oh, that's Blondie. Where is, Rain! I need you to calm your tits! Who is this? That's Colin. There's Garnet. These kobolds are probably fucked off. You've also fucked off. Yeah, she seems to just be looking at the job board.
All right, I just wanted to catch up with her and say, "Hey, Garnet, you ran off kind of quick there."
She glances over at you. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I just, I didn't want to give... I just, What were you saying about we needing the money?
I figured you would have probably already known, but it doesn't surprise me that they probably tried to, protect
Hide
you.
things from me?
Okay. I put that in air quotes, by the way, protect.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna in my inventory show her some of the debt papers.
She reads them over and her brow furrows, and she just seems to get progressively angrier and angrier. Why is the name blacked out at the bottom?
I don't know. This is some of the papers that I got in that dream, not dream.
You show her all of the papers?
Not all of them, just the debt.
Okay, so you don't show her the personalized letter.
No, not yet.
Okay, so she doesn't make that comment then. She looks over the papers and yeah, she's getting progressively angrier and angrier.
Yeah, sorry. Turnip wants attention.
What was that? I'll show. Okay, I will show her the one that was talking about the debt from Oh man, I'm forgetting who it was.
Blaze.
Yeah.
She looks at that letter too, and you see her eyes glaze over, and she blinks. Where's the name on this one?
The name?
The name that's talking about Thule and shit. This one seems personal, but there's no name at the bottom. Who is this from? Is this from an ex? I don't. I recognize Anwar. I recognize Xavier. I recognize Thule and Joe. I even recognize Callie and Hojo. Who is this from?
Well, shoot, let me look at that. You don't recognize a Blaze?
Where do you see that?
Right at the bottom. Forever praying for you. Blaze Fukuda Tranen.
Thranen. It's German.
Yeah.
She looks at the bottom. There's just a black bar.
Interesting.
Great, so we're in debt.
I mean, it makes sense. I don't know. Okay, this says 9 months. Apparently, I've only been gone for 6. It might have just been what's to come, but I don't think that they're probably not letting on how bad it can get. And maybe there's already some debt. Either way, I've been gone for so long.
You've been gone. It was only 6 months. Here, and she pulls out the crystal heart. Just take this. Do what you need to do with it. You're better at selling things. I'll figure out what I can do to get more money.
Well, we're almost
Just
to
wish somebody would have told me first.
we're almost to Garomi. We'll talk with everyone when we get there and figure out what the situation
Not even
actually
close.
is.
We're like 2 weeks away.
Unless you want to take another trip into the FeyWilds, the only other way to make money here is working.
She nods, frustrated.
I'm sorry
Why are you sorry?
for what you had to give up.
She frowns. She's been gone a while anyways. It's fine.
You know, it's okay to not be fine sometimes.
She looks at you, and you can see her eyes are a little bit misty, and she shakes her head. I'll be fine. I am fine. I'm going to be fine. I am fine. You can't be freaking out like this. I got shit to do.
I was gonna give a slight sigh and just be like, okay, well, if you're ever not, I'll be there for you, okay?
She looks back at you. Are you gonna do the same for me?
What do you mean?
When you're not fine.
I will.
You promise?
I promise.
She looks you over and with steady eyes and just nods. All right. Okay. It's time to work. I'm antsy. You go rest. I know you had a rough night. And a rough day.
A rough couple weeks.
That too. She winces as she suddenly remembers everything that happened. Just go take care, Dad.
All right, I'm gonna go find Blondie first before I go to bed, just with all the stuff I have.
You do that. We're gonna cut to Boon.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yay!
do we want to keep going with this, or do we want to save it for the actual campaign?
We're probably gonna save it for the actual campaign. We're just gonna do Boon's thing really quick as she hands in her shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where are the captain's
Ooh.
quarters? There they are.
Up your ass.
Let's go ahead and turn off. Nope. Nope. Turn off top. Nope. Oh god, did it turn on everything? It sure as fuck did. Awesome. There we go. Hey, you. Fuck off. You also. Fuck off. There's you. Where's Colin? Colin doesn't have his name yet because I didn't think he'd stick around this long.
And whose fucking fault is that?
I know whose fault it is. And also, I thought, things would be a lot more clever. Oh, where's Blondie?
We're not that smart.
I like how you were even the one who's like, "Oh man, we need to cut back on NPCs and stuff." I'm voicing too many characters, and we keep going back with more.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you more once we're done with the recording, DJ.
Okay.
If DJ has the time, it's fucking 12 a.m., 1 a.m.
12:30.
Fuck. Alright, Boon, you walk into Blondie's luxurious cabin and she looks at you excitedly and then looks even more excited as you bring an angel.
Hello, Captain. And I'm holding this dripping cloth of bleeding stone in front of me.
Oh, you found one. And it's purple.
And
Ooh,
I
I've never
also have a screaming apple.
Oh, one moment. And she pulls out a chest. Just drop them both in here really quick.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and drop the stone in there, grab the apple out, and drop it in there as well.
Photosynthesis of...
Birds are real.
She quickly stows it away and, excellent! And did you bring me a second gift in the form of a celestial an Asimar? And Colin goes, No!
No, we're trying to get him home.
Yeah! I'd like to go home now. I can feel your sun. Your sun is really hot. Like, really hot. Like, super hot. And you can see, the tips of Colin's feathers are turning red.
Oh gosh.
Or have turned red.
That's not good.
And so is his hair. And
We need to
Blondie
get him home.
slowly blinks at him. Okay, where is your home? Earth? Blondie's eye twitches. That doesn't narrow it down.
It's Jeffrey's fault.
Jeffrey! Oh, then he's fucked. Colin goes, sorry? What do you... Can I talk to Jeffrey? Do you have a channeling stone for Jeffrey? Can I talk to Jeffrey in any way? I would very much like to go home. I don't know how much time has passed, but I had finals coming up, and I would really like to go back so I can do the finals and also go home
Ooh, that's not happening.
to
Oh,
my
dang, you're just a
boyfriend.
kid.
Yeah, I'm 17.
Lonnie, can we send this poor kid home? You have the chicken whistle. Would the chicken whistle work?
Chicken
That
whistle.
just summons chickens.
Well, there's a chance it'll work, or a chance it'll summon a lot of, say, cockatrice, which doesn't seem worth it.
What's something chaotic we can do that might summon Jeffrey? I can cluck like a chicken. Do you think that'd work?
No, I don't think so. But, here, I can give you this as payment. And she pulls out a, oh boy, I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna throw dice. Odd is 1, even is 2. It's even. Give me a second. This is gonna be interesting. Rain! I need you to calm down! Please, you're scaring me. I'm scared my house is gonna flood. Where's the dice tray? There it is. Okay, here we go. This can only go well. Oh, /R, that's right. E201. 137. Alright, let's look that up. Bear with me, DJ. I promise we're about to end because I don't know if we can send Colin back unless this is gonna be one hell of an item.
Dude,
Okay,
you do know that you are the DM.
I do know that I am indeed the DM, and
You
I
could
will let
just
you know
send him
certain
home.
conditions were not met. Oh, that's fucking funny. Pick a number between 1 and 3.
2.
Excellent choice. Yes, it is this one. Blondie pulls out a what looks to be a nice box, and inside is something called the pollinator carapace. And I'll go ahead and just send this to you. It's from a set of 3. It's definitely the most attractive of it, and I bet if you put it on, you'll look really cute. I haven't read what it does, but you know what? That's for you to read, and for me not to figure it out. Until it comes to bite me in the ass. There you go. She pulls out this very odd-looking chess piece. It's got an exceptionally fluffy yellow collar and bee wings at the behind it. And she just shows it to you and pushes the box towards you.
I look really confused at her. Thank you, but how is this going to help us get Colin home?
Oh, it won't. It's payment for what you brought back. You... She looks him up and down, and Colin's just staring back at her. And Colin narrows his eyes. And he's going to attempt to speak to her in a broken language.
Don't play with wires.
Ooh, that's really good. He hisses something and grunts. And Blondie narrows her eye at him. You know, we'll figure it out right away. It's going to take me a few days, but I'm sure we can figure out how to send... Your name was Colin? We'll figure out how to send you home. And Colin just slowly nods. Thank you. Sorry. You're dismissed if that's everything. Colin, we do require work. But take some time to acclimate yourself to my ship. And I would not advise flying off it. You won't get very far.
I'm gonna go
She
ahead
gives him a
and
polite smile.
store the armor in my inventory, and I hold my hand out to Colin. Come on, I'll show you around.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And he takes your hand as you, I presume, lead him out.
Yep.
Okay. He keeps looking back over at Blondie, who is just quietly watching you both leave, and that is where we'll end today.
Oh man.
Was that a 4-hour session?
5.
Yes.
It was 5 out. Oh man. I am so sorry.
This is what happens when we have no restrictions.
It's
Yeah,
really
honestly.
hard.
This is what a normal D&D session is like.
It's supposed to be like, yes, I was trying to keep it at like 2 or 3 hours.
No.